Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friendshot Pearson, and welcome again to my channel, Friendshot Blue. It is April 8th of 2025, 4848. We had the eclipse this time last year. Remember that? The X came over the, the whole world. I wonder what's going to happen today. It is 11:32 in the a.m. I have been working on a video for 7 days. 7 days. It was one of the most exhausting things I've ever done, but it was well worth it. I'm apologizing in advance if I do not present it at my caliber level, but you're going to see why it took a while. You're looking at PT-109 patrol torpedo boat. My uncle, may he rest in peace. This was my first boat. I played in the bathtub with it. You know how we get down when we kids, right? My uncle bought me this boat. And I'll always remember the boat because this is the boat that the late JFK, he was the lieutenant before it got blasted. Now I'm going to connect this to something that just happened. So just stay tuned. Tarpon Coast Fishing charter captain boards boat and threatens kid. Tarpon Coast Fishing charter captain boards boat and threatens kid. You guys probably remember this incident. It was in Florida. There were a few words exchanged. The guy came up on the boat. Now the guy got arrested. Watch this, and then I'm gonna go from there.
The other morning?
What, like 5 in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Busting me out?
Nah, that was the dude in that boat. Were you the one that came through the middle of the bridge? Was that you?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I was here, but you ran in front of the other dude over there. Bro, you ran right through the middle of the bridge.
So you got a kid in a boat and you got a captain in the other boat. And they're discussing what happened the other night or whatever. And the young kid is saying, look, it wasn't me who cussed you out. Now, we're going to get into that. I want to share this with you because I want to tie it in. JFK was on a boat back in the day. Like I said, it was the PT-109. He was the lieutenant. You just saw this situation. This situation, occurred in relation to the captain allegedly going through and saying that the kid or someone didn't have their lights on and it could have crashed. And like the captain said, hey, you guys would have been dead. I'd have been fine. Those are the key words. His boat would have hit the other boat late at night because the captain is saying, look, you didn't have your lights on and I would have killed you. And that's how I went back and forth. Now I want to tie it in because something similar happened with JFK back in the day. Watch.
During World War II, JFK served in the Navy and commanded the motor torpedo boat PT-109 in the Pacific Theater. In August 1943, tragedy struck when the boat was rammed by a Japanese destroyer, splitting it in two. Kennedy, along with his crew, swam for hours to reach a nearby island, where they clung to hope until their rescue. This harrowing experience showcased JFK's leadership skills and ability to remain calm in the face of danger. PT-109. During World War II.
This is a model of a PT boat on which I served, PT-109, on which I served during the war. Of course, this is the Democratic donkey. What about that coconut on your desk? That's a rather interesting object. Well, our PT boat was sunk by a Japanese destroyer, and we found a native and gave him a coconut, which he took through the lines and wrote a message on it. The boat came and picked us up about 10 days later, and I put the coconut and plastic, and have kept it as a memento of more unpleasant days. Senator, we note that your office is filled also with...
Isn't that something? Now watch this. This is the guy this is one of the guys that was on the boat, okay? You can't see him, but I'll show him to you. There's a guy on the boat with him during this confrontation. I'll blow this up for you. He's right here. He's right here. And he's speaking to the situation. Check it out.
First follow, then watch the clip. Oh, I got a few things on Brock. Stay to the end. Roll the film.
All right, so I didn't want to have to respond to this situation, but yes, I was in the boat. I was in the boat to film. I am not buddies with Brock or these guys. It was the first time I had met the three guys in the boat. We told Brock not to confront the guy. He's a 22-year-old kid. We told him not to do it, but it happened and he went crazy yelling. If I could go back, I would say more. I do regret not saying more, but I just didn't want to be involved in the situation. I literally was just with Brock to film, to get content on tarpon fishing, and we didn't get any bites. I didn't get any.
So, again, I apologize for not bringing it right. The way it worked was the guy who was arguing with the kid, his name is Brock Horner. Here he is right here. I'll show you his picture in a little bit. Brock Horner. Brock Horner was arguing with the young kid. His name was Gage Towles. But this is the guy who just spoke, okay? We're gonna go methodical in this thing. Now check this out. Who is Brock Horner? Tarpon Coast Fishing Charters Captain's Florida Boat Rage video goes viral. Brock Horner, a charter boat captain affiliated with Tarpon Coast Fishing Charters, was caught on video yelling at a young fisherman in Punta Gorda, Florida. Brock Horner, a charter boat captain, was caught on camera having a heated confrontation with a young fisherman in Punta Gorda, Florida. The video of the incident shared on Facebook of a 22-year-old Gage Towles has amassed over 5 million views in less than 24 hours. So there he is. That's the guy who was confronting the young man. His name is, again, Brock Horner. Okay? The video shows Towles fishing alone when another boat pulls up and the men abroad being questioned him about his use of safety lights. They accused Towles of failing to turn on his boat lights earlier that day before dawn. Towles responded, insisted he did turn them on, and points out that another boater near the bridge had their lights off. The confrontation escalated as Horner approaches Towles' boat, shouting profanities. Horner, who identifies himself as the war veteran and charter captain, declares, quote, "I'm the best charter captain will ever meet," before stepping into the Towles boat without permission. Towles tries to de-escalate, repeatedly saying, "I don't want to argue, and I am just a kid." Despite this, Horner continues to shout, promoting Towles to drive away. With Horner still on the boat, Towles then circles back to drop him off at his own boat. So that's what went down. Now let me play for you this other clip. I want to give you all perspective you guys need. Okay, here we go.
Oh, bro, I'm a kid, bro, please. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
The man you hear screaming, begging man who just jumped on his boat trying to fight him, his name is Gage, and he is an avid fisherman. On all of his social media accounts, it is him fishing and showing off what he does for fun. This entire nightmare started whenever the young man fishing by himself on his boat starts recording when he sees this boat of 5 grown men pull up and the captain, who goes by the name Brock Horner, starts screaming at him, wanting to know if he was the guy who was cussing him out at 5 o'clock this morning. And Brock, the captain on this blue boat, almost ran into another man fishing on his boat, to which Gage says, "I was there, but I'm not the guy you're talking about. I was on this boat. The guy you're talking about was on another boat and was also fishing right here under the bridge." And it very quickly becomes clear that Brock doesn't want to hear anything about it. He just wants to scream.
So now you got a good background. Now let me give you some little clips. The guy has been arrested since then, okay? Brock Horner has been arrested. He's arraigned on 4/5, April 5th. 4/5, what does that remind you of? Trump. I'm gonna tie it all together. He's 22 years old. Okay? His name, Gage Towers. I'll show you a connection. He's 22 years old. It equals 48. 48 is X. Like April 8th was X came over around the United States and the world. I'm gonna show you the dates. It happened on April 1st. All right. Charlotte Harbor was created on April 23rd. That harbor, the difference is 22, and the kid was 22 years old. So the harbor that they were in was created on April 23rd. So I subtracted that from April 1st, got 22. It's the same age as the kid. Okay? Now, let me show you this to you. Charlotte Harbor, look, it comes out to 74. America was born July 4th, 1776. You got to understand, PT-109 was destroyed. Is it about America being destroyed in the future? July 4th. And look, 88, George Trump's text number, 88022. Is it about Trump and the United States being destroyed? It's called Charlotte Harbor they were in. Then look at this. Punta Gorda, Florida. Comes out to 97. The 97th day of the year is what? April 7th. April 7th is 4/7 like Trump. And this is going to freak you out. This really bugged me. But I'm going to show you. I'm not saying it is, but I'm not sure, but it led me to the biggest clue I needed. Watch this. The kid is on the boat talking. Watch.
What, like 5 in the morning?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cussing me out?
But what do you see here? What do you see here? It looks like a broken K to me. Kennedy. 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 Who was on the sea where the boat got crushed in half? Kennedy. It's deep. You can argue with me later. I put it all together. It took me 7-8 days to put this thing together. Now, let me put it all together for you. He's on the boat. I believe that says Kennedy. Kennedy, like JFK, Kennedy. It's deep, y'all. It's deep. Be patient with me, please. Here's the Facebook post. Arrested. Punta Gorda police arrested charter boat captain Brock Horner on April 1st, 2025 at approximately 7:30 p.m. An incident occurred in the waterways of Charlotte Harbor involving an unlawful boating and confrontation between two individuals on separate vessels. Following investigation, the 40-year-old Brock Horner got his date of birth, January 8th, 1985, has been arrested and charged under Florida statute. Okay? Burglary, assault, or battery. We might come to this because I don't want to make the video too long. Now look, this reminds me of a video I did a few years ago on August 5th of 2023. Remember the Montgomery boat brawl? Montgomery boat brawl? It happened on August 5th of 2023, 19 months ago. Now, check it out. Here it is, Montgomery boat brawl. This is the captain or whatever his function was. He was trying to take a boat in, but these guys had a boat in the way. They do like ferry rides, whatever you want to call it, riverboat rides. And this guy was trying to tell them, look, you got to move your boat. And they kind of got into it. It was like 8 guys against 1. It was crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there because I can't show no violence. All right, so that was the brawl. I did a video on it. Okay, Alabama riverboat brawl. It's on Rumble under Friendshot Mike. Okay, I had it on my last channel that I lost, Friendshot Pearson, but I still have it here. Now check this out. 8/5 of 2025. That's the anniversary of the riverboat brawl. 8/5/2025. On 4/1/2025, that's when they just had that kid on the boat, right? With the confrontation they just had, the verbal. The difference is 4 months and 4 days. Who's the 44th president? Barack Obama. Watch this. Here he is here. All right, his date of birth is 1/8/1985, right? This is the guy, Brooke Horter. He's the guy who was talking all that, getting mad at the kid, right? Okay. Take his birthday, 1/8/2025, just passed, versus the day of the incident on the boat, 4/1/2025. The difference is 84 days. So 84 days after this guy's birthday, the captain, he confronts his kid. What is 84? Barack Obama was born August 4th. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Then here, 1/8/2024 is the birthday of the captain again, versus 8/5, the day of the incident with the riverboat brawl, 8/5/2023. The difference is 222. 222 is like Antichrist. I've shown you that before. Antichrist, beast system, all that. Well, let me show you now. I got new subscribers. Thank you for being with me. Let me show you right quick. Here it is here. The Antichrist, 222. Antichrist system. Barack Obama, Antichrist, 222. 222. Okay, let's go further. Get this done. They were in Florida. Florida became part of the United States March 3rd. March 3rd. Take March 3rd, 2024, right? Versus 1/8 of 2025, the birthday of the captain. The difference is 4/4/4. 4 and 4 is 8. Then you got 4. Barack Obama was born August 4th. Then look at this here. The incident happened on April 1st, right? April 1st is the 91st day of the year. So look, I took 91 minus 365. That's how many days in a year. I got 274. What is 274? Remember, I've been teaching you guys on 274 AD. That's when the Romans went back to worshiping the sun god, Sol Invictus. 274 AD. Look at that. Then look. Charlotte Harbor is where this incident happened between this kid and that captain, right? The Charlotte Harbor was created, that harbor, on April 23rd. April 23rd. Take April 23rd, 2025 anniversary from the date of the incident was 4/1. The difference is 2/2. And the kid was 22 years old. Isn't that something? The kid was 22 years old. Then look at this. 4/23, the date of the harbor, versus what? 1/8. That's the birth date of the captain, the guy who was giving him the verbal business. The difference is what? 3/16. 3/16 is sacrifice, like John 3:16. Do you understand? It's trying to tell you a sacrifice is coming. Remember, PT-109 got split in half by the Japanese. Boom, it was destroyed. It was X'd out. So look, the guy's birthday, the captain, versus the date of the harbor that they were in, comes out the sacrifice number, 3/16, like John 3:16 of the Bible. Then look at this. Here's JFK's birthday, May 19th. Watch this. May 19th, 2024, anniversary, versus the day of the incident, 4/1/2025. The difference is 44 weeks. Barack Obama is the 44th president. Then look, here's JFK. He took a picture of the PT-109, right? Here's the incident. August 1st, 1943. I showed you that already, right? I showed you that. See, PT-109. To me, they were reenacting this thing. The captain was mad. He told him, he said, look, you didn't have your lights on. I could have rammed you and you would have been dead. You understand what I'm saying? And now you got a similar situation that happened with Kennedy. I believe it's about Kennedy, and they're gonna reenact the thing with Donald J. Trump, but it's gonna be a puppet, but they're gonna unalive him. That's what this is about, people. It's deep. Look, 8/1/2025 is the anniversary of the PT-109 being cut in half with the JFK on it, versus 6/14/2025, Trump's next birthday. The difference is what? 48. There's your clue. Trump's next birthday and the anniversary of the day that boat got hit, 8/1. It got hit on 8/1. August 1st, right there, August 1st. Just subtract the 2. And it comes out to 48. On April 8th, there was an X that came over the United States and the world. X, the crash. Think about it. And here you go again. April 1st, the day of the incident at the harbor, versus what? Trump's birthday again, 6/14/2025. The difference is 74. America was born July 4th. Look at that. Look at this here. It was about World War II. Remember, it was about World War II. And the Japanese destroyer during World War II. Look at that. Look how that all this is coming together. World War II, September 1st, 1939, September 2nd, 1945. Take September 1st, 2026, anniversary of World War II versus the day of the incident just happened, 4/1/2025, where this captain was given the little young boy the business, April 1st. The difference is 74. America was born July 4th. So let's go back into it again. Let's look at this thing historical, because to me it's all connected.
This is a model of a PT boat.
In PT-109's second contact with the Express, after the destroyers had unloaded and were exiting northward through Blackett Strait at high speed, Amagiri plowed through PT-109, igniting a fireball. The experience on board was horrific. 2 men died and several were badly injured. Critics, including Kennedy's squadron commander, blamed Kennedy's decision to run with his engines muffled. They made too much noise, but the danger was needing to put on full throttle with them muffled. They were prone to cough from exhaust backup and conk out. Others, including Libano, thought the ever-present fear of float planes was still on his mind. So Kennedy was running with only one engine engaged to reduce his telltale wake. On this point, we can give Kennedy the last word. From the Flotilla 1 newsletter, Mosquito Bites, dated September 15, 1943, but not declassified until 1963, the writer said, quote, Jack Kennedy believes that the reason he was unable to get out of the way of the destroyer which rammed him was because only one of his engines was in gear.
Now what I want to do, I want to try to find this part, because they're cussing, so I got to be very careful.